guys, Adam the OT back again. So pediatric therapists like me are always looking for or trying to invent new activities and games that are fun, functional, and if we're really lucky, sensory rich. So fun, undeniably cool and interesting to capture the child's attention. Functional, working those real world skills that will benefit the child at home in the classroom, like strength and coordination, etc. And then sensory rich, providing a lovely, intense sensory experience that can be calming, can be alerting, can be whatever we need it to be in the moment. So I've got a great one for you today. It's called the Washcloth Workout. It's fun, it's functional, it's very sensory rich, and it only needs a washcloth and a clothes peg. So let's see the Washcloth Workout. So guys, here's the Washcloth Workout. There's a bunch of exercises. You can do them all together or you can pick and choose depending on the ability level or interest of your child. Okay, so the first one's called the Muncher. Muncher is easy. You just take your cloth, put the heel of your palm on one corner, and like a little spider, you're gonna crawl and you're gonna munch your way up. Nom, 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 nom. Get as much of it in your hand as you can. Give it a big squeeze and drop it back down. Same on the other side. Heel of the palm down, munch up to this corner, munch, 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 munch. Get it all in hand. Give it a big squeeze, keeping your hand on the table, and drop. Okay? So far, so easy. But we're looking for that surprise. We're looking for a way to make it interesting and fun. I'm going to take half a cup of water, about this much. I'm going to show the child how much water is in the cup. I'm going to pour it on the side of the washcloth that's furthest away from me. Pour it all down there. Now, if I'm working in a school or I'm concerned about making a mess, I'm usually not, because that's kind of part of the fun, is I'll use this in a little shallow tray. Ordinarily, I'm only using enough water to make a bit of a spill, not to make the kind of, not to lose control of the activity, okay? So it's about a third to a half a cup. Now, same thing again, but this time we're going for a big squeeze to get the water back in the cup. We're munching it up, munch, 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 munch. Now we're going to try and get as much water as we can back in that cup with a big squeeze. Fantastic, so we got maybe like half of it there. Let's try the other hand. Pick up any water we dropped, pick it up. So every time we squeeze now, we're gonna have to work harder to get some water out. Munch, 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 nom, 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 nom. The muncher's thirsty, take a big drink, and back in the cup. So far, so easy. Now, the table muncher, that's nothing. Next, we've got the air muncher. We're gonna hold the cloth up by the end. And this is quite a tricky one for little hands. Without dropping it, I want them to try and munch it up in the air. So gather it up like that. They'll feel it pretty soggy in hand. Now it doesn't matter if they can't get it all in hand. Then squeeze again. Any water, any bubbles coming out? Fantastic. Drop. Same the other side. Hold it by the end. Munch, munch, munch. Nom, nom, nom. Don't drop the cloth. Keep the hand nice and high, facing down. And squeeze. And the objective, if they see drips falling out, they're doing a good job. So they'll instinctively, naturally squeeze harder every time because there's less water in the cloth every time. Okay, easy peasy. Next is the peg, the pincher. Okay, you're going to do the same thing again. To make this easy, you can use two pegs at the beginning. Put a peg on either corner of the washcloth, like so. Hold it up at the opposite ends, and we have to climb our way up to the pegs. Take the pegs off, whoops. Take the pegs off and drop the cloth, okay? We'll do that a few times with two pegs, and this is the one I'm really wanting to work towards. Peg at the bottom, hand at the top, and without helping hand, try and walk our way across the cloth to get to the peg. Peg's gonna be held and the cloth is gonna drop, okay? That's the move. Same the opposite side, hold it up. Now they can munch again if their hands are big enough. It's an older child and you're looking for more heavy work input, or they can try and tightrope their way across, just feeding it through the fingers across the edge of the cloth. Now that's quite a tricky one to get to the peg. So that in-hand manipulation and drop. Okay, now getting into the real fun sensory parts. So for motor planning and following direction, I'll have my own cloth and the child will have theirs. What I'm going to get them to do is fold it. Now because it's damp, it actually folds quite easily. We'll wipe up any drops around the table. I'm going to fold it in a triangle. So I'll show them point to point, 1 and 2. Put your finger in the middle to make it easier to fold. back towards you, and 3, one more if they can, and 4. Now we'll make this little kind of a turnover, this little triangle shape, like a little croissant, holding one hand down like that. Okay, so holding one side of the triangle in one hand, I'm going to hold it palm face up and opposite hand palm face down. Does that make sense? So if I look down, I'm looking at my hands like this, palm facing up, top hand facing down. My cup is here. Now this is the first ring, so this is much more powerful. We should get some more drops out and twist as much as we can. Lots of water comes out. Fantastic stuff, okay? So we can fold it in a triangle, shake that out. We can fold it in a rectangle, corner to corner. Same again, as many times as you want, and fold it over, just so it kind of fits in their hand roughly. One hand in one half, palm facing up, other hand, palm facing down. And big twist. Last little couple of drops of water. No, we have very little water left, so it's going to take a big twist. Lots of heavy work. Fantastic. So that's folding and wringing out. Now to make that really pop from a sensory perspective, if I want to make this alerting, I'm going to take some alerting senses and bubbles. So this is like a kind of morning shower gel. It's like lemongrass, citrusy, fresh, sporty, all those kind of words you'll find. Okay, I'm going to put a little more water back in my cloth. Oh, this is another point. You can use this too. You can use icy, kind of very cold water for more alerting sensation. You can use shower gels like with lavender or coconut milk and that sort of thing that have a more calming, kind of sleepy bedtime sense, and warm water for more calming sensation here. But it's a real big sensory activity, this one. So I'm going to pour the water back in the middle of my washcloth. I'm going to pour a little of my shower gel back on top. Not a lot. I'm going to take 2 hands on either side and I'm going to scrumble and bubble it up. Scrumble, 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 scrumble. It's going to make a lot of bubbles. Now we do the same thing when we wring it. So you can scrumble it up. I like to fold it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now when we twist it, you're going to see a bunch of bubbles come out at the same time. Okay, you get the bubbles, you'll get the smell, you'll get the temperature, and it's lots of fun. Again, clean up the table. Now the end of this activity is when you've got as much of the water back in the cup as you can. So we wipe up the table, catch those bubbles, and every time you do it, you'll have less water, but you'll actually have more bubbles because you're getting this twist and movement, okay? Wipe it up again, and a big twist, lots of bubbles. I'll often ask the young person to give me a little bubble wash, so to bubble all over the hands, bubble all over the forearms, to smell it. It's a really fun little activity, okay? It's naturally, because you don't want to leave the thing totally chaotic. The end of the activity, you've actually cleaned it up already, and the water is back in the cup. And that's it, guys. That's the washcloth workout. So you can use it as a little short hand strengthening activity, fine motor activity, or you can use it as a longer, very intense whiz-bang sensory experience, okay? It's fun, it's functional, and it's sensory rich, and I hope your kids really, really enjoy it. And that's it for me. If you do like these videos, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe, or please do share them with any other parents or therapists or educators you think might enjoy, okay? Thank you so much, guys, and for Adam the OT this week, out.